Hey, thanks very much, Megan. Great to see people enjoying the great outdoors, their time outdoors, I should say, but it is that kind of heat that we're experiencing where you have to be careful how much time you're spending outdoors and what you're doing. And as Jermaine Ma showed us and told us, sometimes it's important to remember some people don't have relief from the heat, whether they don't have air conditioning or little to no trees in their neighborhoods. It's important to take care of ourselves, but also take care of each other. 37 with the humidex outside the Toronto airport. Southern and central Ontario really in the thick of it, all the way up to the north with those humidex values nearing the 40s. Welcome to day one of a multi-day excessive heat event in Ontario. Those humidex values upwards of 40 all the way through until Tuesday, for some into Wednesday, and that's when we'll start to see that relief trickle in. Better conditions clocked in on Thursday. For now, that southerly flow of air, Toronto, Hamilton, London, Windsor, that feels like a hairdryer blowing in your face. It's not fun, it's not pretty. Doesn't feel great. At the same time, a lot of instability up to the north. This severe line of thunderstorms tracking further east. The biggest risk around the northern shores of Lake Superior. That's where we're seeing the severe thunderstorm watches and warnings in place. We're seeing an area of high pressure around southern, southwestern, eastern Ontario. The good news is these storms not expected to make their way down south. They're also tracking further east into Quebec. What that means in the next 24 hours, barely a cloud in the sky, barely a drop of rain, and a whole lot of sunshine, little to no natural shade. What that means, any shade that you're looking for tomorrow, you're going to have to find it in a man-made structure or from a tree. 33, feeling closer to 41 in Toronto. Megan?
All right, thanks so much, Noor. We're joined on the desk now by weather specialist Noor Rafat. Noor, happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday, Megan. Great to see you.
Great to see you, and great to have this warm weather, but it's a lot.
Yes, sometimes heat is good. This kind of heat, not so much. And it's going to continue into the next few days. We know excessive heat warnings in place for large parts of Ontario and Quebec. Relief is on the way, but when it comes to heat and humidity like this, the prospect of active weather is also there. Let's take a look. Not expecting rain in the next 24 hours in Toronto. No prospect of active weather either. And that is actually the problem, believe it or not. 33 feeling closer to 41. I know in the weekend, in the summer, you don't want to see active weather, but we need the rain right now considering how dry it's been in southern Ontario. Fire danger at extreme levels in the next few days with that stretch of dry conditions. And you can see how hot it's becoming, not just in Ontario, Montreal, also into Atlantic Canada. That's where things are getting exacerbated as well. Their wildfires and their wildfire smoke also in dire conditions the next few days. Things are warm in the prairies, but they're in for some serious cool downs. We're talking highs into the 16-degree mark, more than 10 degrees below average. That's going to be great news, especially with the prospect of rain that they're going to see in the next few days. Certainly the wildfires over there in need of that. You're in need of the rain as well in southern Ontario. We're not going to get it until about Tuesday, maybe for some Monday evening. So we're looking at a lot of active weather, by the way, serious conditions up to the north. We're talking gusts upwards of 100 nickel-size hail possible, but damaging winds. That is continuing into Quebec come tomorrow. Still dry conditions Sunday and into your Monday. We are seeing pop-up thunderstorms into the afternoon. Parts of Cottage Country, Waterloo, parts of Bruce County as well. Not expecting it in the Toronto region until about Tuesday. So that will be the first day where conditions start to slightly improve. As those thunderstorms push in, you'll feel the difference though later on into Thursday. So Wednesday, slightly less humidity. Thursday, that's when those humidex values in Toronto will be around that 30-degree range, and it will be just a few brief days of lower humidity before things pick right back up heading into the weekend. So tomorrow, as I mentioned, 30 to 31, feeling closer to 40. Kingston, 28 degrees, feeling closer to the 39 range, rather 33. Niagara Falls, Brantford, 33, and Stratford, 32. Your next 7 days, here are those thunderstorms on Tuesday. There is a chance things could still be rainy for your Wednesday, if not thunderstorms in the morning. Humidex values down to 30 on Thursday, and then picking right back up for Saturday, 32, feeling closer to 40.
Jen Powell has made history.
Yeah, relentless heat indeed. And although it's nice to see many people still getting out and about and enjoying the conditions like those people out on this boat at this hour, still the kind of heat that we're experiencing is the one where you should be mindful of yourselves and mindful of each other, especially those who can't afford to seek shelter from the heat. As Jermaine Ma told us, some who don't have AC at home, some who don't have trees in their neighborhoods. It's a time to think of others as well. 34 degrees is what the humidex feels like outside the Toronto airport right now. We peaked at 38 with that humidex, and we're just getting started. Welcome to day one of a multi-day heat event that is expected to spread all the way to northern parts of Ontario, east rather, to Quebec and into Atlantic Canada, and expected to continue through your weekend and into the first few days of this upcoming week. The winds out there feeling like a hairdryer blowing in your face. Not pleasant. And along with that, all that sunshine. Yes, I know many like to see that during the weekend in the summer, but we do need relief when it comes to that sun and when it comes to some much needed rain. Now, there was an active and quite unstable setup around the Great Lakes. A severe line of thunderstorms had been pushing in. It's been weakening, but also it's been tracking east into Quebec. The next 24 hours, not expected to touch any part of southern Ontario. Maybe a slight thunderstorm risk around parts of Cottage Country. But you can see consistent sunny skies, little to no rain, and expecting some serious sunshine, potentially way too much sunshine. It's going to be hard to find relief or seek shade from cloud cover, so you're going to have to find it on the shade of a building or an umbrella or a tree. Perhaps 33, feeling closer to 41 tomorrow. Megan?
All right, thanks so much, Noor. In Kawartha Lakes, just an hour northwest of Peterborough. This 5-hectare blaze is out of control. Crews could be seen battling the flames earlier this evening. Another 4-hectare fire about 30 minutes west is also out of control. Residents are encouraged to keep an eye on wildfire maps and have emergency kits ready should any action be needed.
There's another big guy right there.
Air Canada and the We are joined on the desk this evening with weather specialist Noor Rafat. Happy Saturday, Noor.
Happy Saturday, Megan. Nice to be here.
Very nice to be here with you, but I gotta say, really dry conditions, dangerous conditions as well.
Yes, Atlantic Canada really looking at little to no relief in the next few days, Megan, when it comes to those dry conditions. And that's the reason why we're seeing those excessive fines, or hefty fines, I should say, and a lot of reminders about those fire bans. It's important to keep track of the conditions the next few days. It will be dry, but there will be some relief when it comes to that heat.
Oh, good.
And there is a prospect of rain in the next 7 days. Let's take a look. Well, still ways away from seeing that relief in Toronto tomorrow. Not expecting active weather either. Your temperature 32 to 33, but with the humidex 41. So even more sweltering than what you experienced today. Lots of sunshine, and potentially that might be the problem because little relief when it comes to that sun beating down. And yes, that will be the story for the next few days. Central and eastern Canada baking under these conditions. It's exacerbating the fire risk, especially in Atlantic Canada that has been experiencing drought conditions. Things are looking up for large parts of the prairies. Central and northern sections especially will experience some unseasonably cool conditions, 10 or so degrees more, and that's great news considering they won't be seeing a whole lot of rain, but they're already getting some this weekend. So that's all around great. This ridge right here has been pushing that rain, well, away, keeping for some sunny skies. And we know we are in need of the rain. Red is extreme fire danger, and you can see it around large parts of southern, pushing into eastern Ontario and parts of the southwest and north as well. In the next few days, this is going to get worse as those dry and hot conditions continue until about Tuesday rolls around, and that's your first prospect of some wet weather in southern Ontario. So here we are tomorrow, sunny skies, dry conditions, not a whole lot to expect unless you're up in the north. Those thunderstorms do continue. Come Monday, well, there is a chance to see some of that rain pop up northern parts of Bruce County, heading into cottage country for some around London, Ontario. But Tuesday really will be that stormy day, and you'll start to see that bubble up into the early evening. The GTHA, southwestern Ontario, other parts of the Golden Horseshoe. And there's a chance some of that rain will continue into your Wednesday, maybe even some thunderstorms then. But do be mindful that those temperatures will start to come down Wednesday. You will certainly feel it on Thursday. So waiting quite a while to see that relief. For now, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, stay hydrated, and stay safe from that heat. 33 Peterborough, Niagara Falls, Brantford 31 up towards Wyerton. Those thunderstorms push in, slightly cooler, and then the humidity dips back down 30 degrees on Thursday. It will be very brief because by Saturday, up